I'm now live, guys. This is my first time going live here on YouTube, honestly, guys. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatsoever time you're watching me from, guys. I know that some of my subscribers will not be online by this time. This is just morning here in Nigeria. Yeah, I decided to make this live or to go live by this time because I know that during the day or as the day goes by, I might not have time to come live. It gets me, guys. It's so nice being live here, guys. It's so nice, guys. So I have a whole lot of things to say on this my live video. Who is this person? Yes, that's a question. Who are you? Who is this person? So this is the face and the voice behind AI with Fumzi. Yes, AI with Fumzi is a faceless YouTube channel who teaches her audience how to use AI tools. So I'm the face and the voice behind AI with Fumzi. You get. So I really want to use this medium, this live stream, to thank my audience, my subscribers, my viewers, those have been liking this, liking my channel, liking every video I post, giving my videos shares and all of that. Thank you so much, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, guys, for your earnest support, for always helping, for always watching my videos, for always subscribing, for always there are so many things, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for always sticking to my channel to at least hear what this girl has to say. Guys, I don't know whether it's network. This network should not fumble because I have a whole lot of things to share with you guys in this live video. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for always watching my videos. Yes, you guys. So guys, I am back again. This network should respect itself. So guys, tell me in the comment section, those that have been growing live, what network do you use? I think in Nigeria, the major networks we have is MTN, Glo, and Airtel. But the one I prefer using, or the one that gives me maximum network internet connection, is Glo. Yes. So guys, thank you so much for always loving my channel. Thank you so much for always watching my videos. So I never knew that in no time I'll get to up to 1,000 subscribers. Like I never knew. I never knew that. I never knew. Like what I mean by I never knew is that I never knew that it could be that easy. Yes, I know what I was talking about because if you check my channel from the very first day or for the very first time I started posting my videos, you will see that what I was posting then was like lifestyle videos, right? So I'm going to like gist you guys about something that I've learned so far here on YouTube. So that if you are a YouTuber, a small YouTuber, most especially because I won't come and start advising big YouTubers. How can come and start advising big YouTubers? No, no, I'll advise small YouTubers. So if you are just starting out as a YouTuber, a small YouTuber, I want you to learn from my own story. I'll call it a story. Learn from my own story so that you would know because I I personally I love like I love watching or I love hearing or listening to podcasts or anything that has to do with people's idea or people's experience. I love listening to it so much because I feel like when someone shares his or idea to you, experience to you, you tend to learn one or two things from it. Yes, you tend to learn one or two things from it, and then when you learn one or two things from it, and then you can make your own adjustment. Like you won't come and start doing that mistake again because you might have learned one or two things from the person's experience. So let me cut the whole story short. how did I start YouTubing, and was this AI with Fumzi? You know that this channel is all about AI tools and all of that. Was that the initial plan, or what happened? Guys, it was not the initial plan. Oh, it was not the initial plan. Like, it was not the initial plan. The initial plan was lifestyle, like me sharing my life, like lifestyle vlogging and all of that. You get what I'm talking about? Like lifestyle. Because I've been watching, I think I started getting much involved on YouTube. When I mean getting much involved, not that I was a creator. Like I started watching videos on YouTube from 2020. Yes, 2020, during that lockdown. During that lockdown. That was, I think I got an Android phone. My first Android phone was in 2019. That was when I gained admission in the university. So I started knowing about, because I've already known Facebook for a very long time. Even from when I was a teenager, I knew Facebook. Like I started using Facebook. But for YouTube, I started watching YouTube videos in 2020. And when I started watching the videos, and then I was just using it to watch movie. I never knew that I had a powerful tool in my hands. That's why yes, people say don't buy phones for your children, don't buy like smartphones for your children. As a parent, when you buy a smartphone for your child, as a learned parent, when you buy smartphone for your child, teach them what they should do with it. They shouldn't spend all the hours watching movie. They should learn one or two things that they can use with their mobile phone, how to make good use of their mobile phone. That's what I'm trying to say. So when I got my first Android phone in 2019 or 2020, I think 2019, when I gained admission. Yes. So when I bought my phone in 2019, I was using it to watch YouTube film. Yes, YouTube movie, because I love watching movies even up to today. So I didn't know that there was anything called making money on YouTube. And I didn't know that there was something called you have to create a video and you get paid. I didn't know anything about it. I was just watching movies on YouTube, enriching other people, because as you're watching the movie, you're enriching them, right? So it was now fast forwarding to like 2022. I was still in school. I was still watching YouTube videos, but not really movies. It were like all this channel that usually teach, like all these YouTubers that usually do tutorials, just like what I do right here. But I mean, theirs is majorly YouTube growth. So I was not like, wow. I started watching their videos. I caught interest in their videos. And I also started watching some people's lifestyle vlogs. Yes, I started watching some people's lifestyle vlogs. And I was not like, wow, I think I should start doing lifestyle vlogs. That was what I was thinking, that I can actually do YouTube. All the things they are doing. I can do it times 10. I am talented. I can, if it's talk, I will talk. If it's anything, I can do it. I am super talented. That was what I told myself, that content creation was easy. I don't want to laugh. I was like, content creation is easy. Yes, it is easy. Like I love, like, why I'm saying it's easy. It's very easy. I can do it in my safe space. Like I can do it in my space. Yes, it's so easy. But the thing is, it requires patience. And I will let her talk about that later on in this video, in this live video. So guys, sit back and enjoy this live stream as I share with you guys my journey in YouTube, from just a viewer to becoming a content creator here on YouTube. And I'm going to tell you guys, was tutorial, like AI tutorial niche, was that my first idea, or was that what I had initially for my channel, or was it a plan B? so when I so when I actually said, okay, so when I was actually watching people's vlogs and all of that, I got inspired. I got inspired, just like someone might be getting inspiration from this live video. So I was not like, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. But if you are in the university, whether Nigerian university, any university at all, you would know that there's no time, no time, no time. I didn't even have time for myself. Talk more of, I know that sometimes to create content can be so overwhelming and it consumes time. Yes, if for instance you are a small YouTuber, if anybody comes and say to create content is very easy, to create content is very easy to make, it's not easy. Like it consumes time, most especially if you are just starting out, because you have to learn, relearn, unlearn what you have learned. If there's any word like that, you have to learn what, like you have to learn as a beginner, you have to relearn, like retry it. I still need to unlearn, or just like take for instance, something has advanced and that is no longer working. You need to like say no, this is no longer working, let me try another thing. So I was not like, okay, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, but I didn't have the time because I was still in school. So I was just still watching people, like getting inspiration, learning one or two things. So fast forward to 2024, that was last year. I graduated in July 2024 last year. But you know that if you are in a Nigerian school or any African school, you know that once you graduate, or like once you sign out, I don't know for any other African schools, but I'm talking about Nigerian schools, please. So once you sign out from, like when you write your last paper and sign out, what we usually call it is sign out. When you sign out, you have so many things to do. Yes, people might be like, you have signed out, you have written your last paper, come back home. What are you still doing there? They don't know that you still have another bulk of work to do. They don't know that you still have another bulk of work to do. Guys, I don't know why this thing is getting dark. Like it wants to rain, but I just pray that before it rains, I'll be done with my video. That's why I'm outside, because everywhere is just dark. So guys, pardon me. Hope you can still see my face. So when I signed out, when I wrote my last paper as a graduate, a fresh graduate, I was still in my school environment because I had to finish my project. I graduated in July last year, 2024, but I was still in school. I was still in my school environment just to finish up my project. So I stayed back from that July to about October of that last year, 2024. So about October of that last year, and while I stayed back, I was just trying to finish up with my project and all of that. And I was still watching people's videos, like I was still watching tutorials, getting to know how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to start content creating, because I didn't have a mentor. Like some people are fortunate that maybe their uncle or their brother or their sister is a content creator, and then like you now have a physical mentor that will now tell you, okay, do it like this, don't do it like this, do it like that, don't do it like that. In my own case, I was or your own. I was just on my own. I just need to calm my head down, watch videos, because even while I was still in school, if for instance I don't understand anything, or I don't understand what the lecturer was saying, when I get home, when I'm relaxed, I go to YouTube, search for what I want to search for, watch the video, learn it, understand it very well, and I even pass the knowledge to my course mates. That was the life I was living then. So I was not like, if I could do that as a student while I was in the uni, that means I can, like any aspect of my life, now that I'm doing content creating, I can go on YouTube, search for what I want to search for, and watch the video, understand it, and still pass the knowledge. So I was not like, okay, let me calm down and search for any content at all, like how to start content creation. So that was how I started searching, and I learned a whole lot. Like that time, if you see my YouTube downloads and the videos that I've watched on YouTube, they were much. I was consuming data, like I was consuming data. I think that time that's how I think they hiked is it they hiked or they increased data this year, because as of that last year, data was still cheap. Yes, data was still cheap as of that last year. Those of you that are joining me right now, thank you so much for joining me on my live video. I'm making this live in the morning because I don't know how the day will go, so that's why I'm just making it right now. So as of that last year, data was still cheap, not like this year that's every data is now expensive. So I was watching YouTube videos, learning and unlearning. So when I watched, I was not like, okay, I need to start creating content, because there's one thing for you to learn, there's another thing for you not to apply what you learned. So I was learning, but I wasn't applying it. Like, okay, I want to start a YouTube channel. When will I start it? I've been watching videos, I've been watching tutorials, I've been like, when will I start it? Because that's the main cocoa, that's the core of it all. So I was not like, okay, when will I now when will I start creating my own videos? When will I start creating my own videos? That was when I then told myself that I just need to start, because will I say I'm a shy person, or I'm camera shy? I don't know. But I had to really work on myself. Yes, that time, you really, like, I won't say that creating content then was very easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all, at all. It wasn't easy, but I sure tried my best. So while I was still in my school environment, I told myself, okay, I concluded that I'm going to start a lifestyle channel. I'm going to start a lifestyle channel. Like, I'll be showing my daily life, my life, just my life. Then I decided to buy a ring light. You know, ring lights. I have that ring light right now, but I think I gave it out to somebody. But if I need it, I can still collect it. But since I switched my niche, I thought to myself that there's no need of me keeping this with me. And someone was in need of it. So I said, okay, let me just give it out. So I then bought a ring light and said, okay, I need a ring light, because sometimes, if you are filming indoors, there will be this like, sometimes everywhere will be dark. So I told myself that I need a ring light, so that my vlogs will look bright and of high quality, right? So that was how I then bought my ring light. I bought it for, I think, 18,000 naira. Please, if you know how much they sell ring lights right now, just comment. I know that they are of different sizes and of different I think they're of different sizes, but I think I bought the lowest, at least. It's not really the smallest, but I think I bought the lowest in price, I mean. So that was how I then bought it in my school area. So when I was done with my project and all of that, I had to go back to my parents' house, because that was the only option left. I then carried my bag, my my bag. I carried everything, including that ring light. I traveled with it from my school area. It was very far. Like, from my school area to my hometown is like 2 to 3 hours. Yes. So I traveled from there to my hometown. So I was not like, okay, I'll start vlogging properly from my hometown. And I told myself that, okay, if I want to start vlogging from my hometown, that means that, vlogs, what makes them interesting is that you show people your daily life, you show them interesting parts of your daily life, right? That was why I told myself that, okay, when I get to my hometown, to my parents' house, I'm going to start vlogging. But lo and behold, when I got there, my parents were like, what are you carrying? What's this one? Why the need for this camera? What are you doing with these things? Get it out. I was not like, I can't, like, this is just my life. This is just my new life. So they should just accept me for that. So I was not like, okay, I started making videos. I think the first video I made was during December, because I created my channel in November 2024. But in December 2024, that was when I posted my first video. I posted my first video, and when I posted my first video, I was so happy and excited to post my first video. If you check my, like, the early days of this channel, if you check the early videos of this channel, you're going to see for yourself. So I started posting, guys. It wasn't easy. Like, if you see any small YouTuber, any small content creator, please, any big YouTuber, if you see any small content creator, please and please hug them, because it's not easy. Like that time, I'll just be checking my YouTube studio. I'll just be checking my YouTube studio. Tell me why I'm checking my YouTube studio. Even up to now, I still do that. I still do that, but not like before. Like that time, I'll just be checking my YouTube studio, just to see how many views I have gotten. And then I didn't even have much subscribers. I didn't have much subscribers, just one or two before I even got the subscribers. Like it got to a point I was so frustrated. I won't lie you. I was so frustrated. I was not like, what should I do? Because whenever I have this kind of frustration as a content creator here on YouTube, I just say, okay, let me go back and watch videos. Let me see what I'm not doing. So if I'm a small YouTuber, if you just see that something is not working out, just pause. It's good for you to pause for some time. Yes, it's good for you to pause. Watch, like, make research, watch videos to know, okay, whether you should continue with what you are doing or whether you should not continue with what you are doing. So that time I was making my vlogging channel or making vlogs, I was not like, okay, what am I not doing? I made research. I found out, okay, start doing shorts. And I was not like, I still see when you make research, you see an answer that contradicts another one. I made research and found out that, okay, if you want subscribers, go if you want subscribers, do YouTube shorts. And I later saw another research that said, okay, if you do YouTube shorts, that those subscribers you got from YouTube shorts will not like your video, like they won't like your long form video. And I needed them to like my long form video because that's actually what I needed. I wanted them to watch my videos for long. So that was what I was so confused then as a small YouTuber. Even now I'm still a small YouTuber. But as at that time last year that I started out, I was so confused and I was not like, what will I do? What will I do? What will I do? So that time when I even started, to even tell you that it wasn't rosy from the very beginning. When I started, like the first video I posted on my channel is about what's it called? This thing. I think I was just welcoming you guys to my channel. If you check that first video, I was welcoming my audience to my channel and what they're going to be seeing on the channel. Yes, that was what my first video was all about. When like the phone I used to make that video was just a small phone, and that phone cannot even record a 5 minutes video. Yes, that phone can't record a 5 minutes video. Not like the one I'm using right now. I thank God that he actually helped me and I bought a bigger phone because that time I was like, I need a bigger phone for this my content creating business. So that was how I then said, okay, I need to re-strategize because I was making videos showing my lifestyle, but nothing. And that was what brought me to understand that if you're not a celebrity, just bear this at the back of your mind in case you want to venture into lifestyle vlogs and all of that. If you're not a celebrity, if you're not popular, if you don't have an already built audience, mm, if you don't have an already built audience, please and please do not say that you want to venture into vlogging. Yes, I'm speaking out of experience. Yeah, I'm speaking out of experience because that was what I wanted initially. That was what I wanted to do initially, but it didn't work out because one, I'm not popular. I'm not a celebrity. I don't have another existing audience. Had it been, for instance, maybe I have an active audience on TikTok or Facebook or other platforms, and I start making videos, my lifestyle videos on YouTube, and I tell them, okay, I've started YouTubing, like I've started posting videos on YouTube, come ahead. I'm sure that that method I could have been encouraged to do vlogging, like showing my lifestyle, but this very one, nothing. I don't have any built audience. I don't have any audience at all at all. I just started out. And I don't even have, let's say, a famous mentor that could have said, okay, let me help you out, like for collaboration and all of that. I didn't have that. So I was not like, I'm not sure I'm going to continue with this lifestyle vlogging thing. That was what I told myself. I actually made research, and from my research, I found out that okay, if this niche is not working, it is fine for you to actually switch. Thank you so much for those joining my life. Thank you so much. So I was not like, from my research, I found out that if a niche is not working, you have tried your possible best, you have tried everything, there is need for you to change. That was how I then said, okay, I think it's high time for me to change my niche. That was how I then changed my niche from the vlogging to AI tutoring, because I okay, why I choose that AI tutoring was because I felt like I when I know something, like when I understand something very well, I can easily pass knowledge to people. Even while I was still in school, I was doing that. I and my friend were actually doing that as a business. Yes, we are doing that as a business. So, and people really loved the way I passed knowledge. People really loved the way that if I really understand the concept, I can easily pass it to another person. So that was how I then said, okay, I need to change my niche. I need to change my niche. And even before I choose tutoring, like AI tutoring and all of that, I also made research. I also made research to see which niche should I choose. And mind you, before I even choose that AI tutoring, one thing that actually triggered it was because, okay, I can go faceless with it. Because initially, when I even started tutoring, I was actually showing my face. If you check my previous videos, you're going to see that I was actually showing my face. I was using that ring lights, which I bought from my school area, because I knew that in this my hometown, I might not easily find a ring light. So I was using that ring light to make tutorials and all of that. But it got to a point that as of okay, I started doing the AI tutoring around January of 2025. That is January of this year. So when I started doing that, I was not like, okay, I'm going to start the AI tutoring. But the thing was that I was showing my face then. I would set ring lights and make the videos. But I was not like, it got to a point that I had to travel, and the places I would travel to, I don't know how it would be. You get what I'm talking about? I don't know how it would be. Like I might be somewhere. I don't know whether we are going to stay, whether I'll have a space for me to make my videos and all of that. I also had a double mind about that I was doing. I was not like, okay, can't I switch faceless? Can't I go faceless? Can't I do this AI tutorial without showing my face? Because then I had to travel and I wasn't stable. Like I was just moving up and down. So I told myself that I can't continue this way. So that was how I then searched online, made my research. Like then YouTube, even up to now, YouTube is my most used app. Yes. Apart from WhatsApp, YouTube is my most used app. 24 hours I'm on YouTube. So I was not like, okay, I made my research and found out that okay, you can actually do your faceless like do your AI tutoring and all of that without showing your face. I then said, okay, I started doing my videos, I started doing my videos, I started doing my videos. But still, what actually encouraged me initially was that when I was doing the tutoring, I think one of the tutoring videos I made, the first two or the three tutoring videos I made, I got about, I don't know, I think it's up to 600 views right now. Yes, 600 views is not something I should be proud of, but I'm really grateful for that. You get me? I'm really grateful for that because even that time I saw that these videos people were liking it. So that was what encouraged me. I said, okay, okay. I think I should stick to this tech kind of thing. So that was how I then said, okay, I'm going to start this tech kind of videos. I started doing the tech videos. It was later on I then said, okay, let me switch to AI tutoring, like teaching how to use AI and all of that. So you now ask me a question that, okay, when I started the AI tutoring and tech and all of that, was it successful? Like, was I seeing the views? Guys, I wasn't seeing the views initially. That was what brought me to like started making research. I started making research on YouTube to see, okay, how will I get views? Because people were actually liking the video. Yes, people were actually liking the videos. But the thing was that the views I was getting was not really that much. So I told myself, okay, I made research and found out that, okay, for you to get or to know what people are searching for, because is something for you to know what people are searching for, is another thing for you to make the video. So I made research and found out, okay, there's a way you can find out what people are searching for, because it's when you make a video of what people are searching for, that's how you're going to get views. So I then made research and found out, okay, there's a way you can get to know what people are searching for. And one thing that actually helped me was that I also tried to find out people that are also in my niche. Yes, my colleagues in my own niche. I started making research. I found out, okay, these are the people in my niche. They are making similar videos. And thank God, I also found some people that were still like, they didn't have much subscribers. I was not like, okay. And they didn't have much subscribers, but if they make a video, their video goes viral. They have thousands of views. That was how I said, okay, let me just try out this strategy. I started making videos, like seeing how they're doing their videos, and also in my own understanding, if you get inspired by what someone did, you are going to kind of, okay, say, okay, let me recreate it in my own understanding, because you want to do it copy and paste. If you do it copy and paste here on YouTube is going to bring down your video and your channel will be at a very big risk. So that was how I said, okay, let me start recreating video in my own unique way, like what my competitors or what my colleagues in the same niche are doing. Let me be doing it in my own unique way. So that was how I started doing my, and guys, I actually saw breakthrough. I think one of the videos I made concerning AI cooking and all of that, before that video blew up, before then, I actually paused. I think around May of this year, I actually paused because I wasn't getting the views again. See, like what I said earlier, if you're a big YouTuber and you see any small YouTuber, please hug them, because it's not easy. The emotions, the frustrations, and all of that, like views, if the person is not strong enough, if the small YouTuber is not strong enough, the person might just give up. But I told myself that I'm not giving up. By God's special grace, I am not giving up. I'll do this until I get a result. I'll do this until I see something out of it. People have been testifying about YouTube being good for them and all of that. I told myself that I can actually do it by God's grace. So I told myself that I wouldn't back off. Like I won't stop. So during that May period, 2025, I wasn't getting views. Like seriously, I wasn't getting views. I was not getting views. That was what made me to say, okay, let me sit down again and re-strategize. Started re-strategizing and all of that. Before it was happening, I said, okay, let me start recreating my like the people in my niche. Let me see what they are doing, see how they're designing their thumb. That was what even made me to learn how to create thumbnail. So if you're a small YouTuber, you don't know how to create thumbnail, you don't know how to get titles, trending titles, or how to structure your title so that when people are scrolling, it will first grab their attention. See, thumbnail and your title are the things that you are selling out. Is a way of you selling out your video. If your thumbnail is not good, if your title, people are scrolling through and your title did not in any way make them feel somehow or make them feel emotional, they're going to scroll past your video. That has been one of my experience so far here on YouTube. So All this that I'm saying about my YouTube journey so far, it wasn't rosy. Yes, it got to a point I got a strike. Yes, I didn't use anybody's video. I didn't use anybody's video because when I started making videos on YouTube, I really took out like 1 month to learn the do's and don'ts of YouTube. But I learned everything, but still made that mistake. So it's still another thing for you to learn. It's still another thing for you to still make mistake and learn from your mistake. So I got a strike. I think it was just a warning. It was a warning. I got a warning around April this year. I got a warning around April. What happened was that I think what happened? I think I showed people how to. Thank you so much, Lucy Carlo. Thank you so much. I think I showed someone. I think I in the video I showed people how to download a YouTube video, and I think it's against YouTube policy. So bear that in mind. If you are making videos, if you are teaching, doing AI tutorial and all of that, or any tutorial at all, please and please, it's against YouTube policy for you to, in your video, showing them that, okay, this is how you are going to download. I didn't have that intention initially. That was not my intention. I was just showing them a process. And it happened that at the process, I actually copied a link and showed them, okay, this is how you're going to download the video. You get me? So I was so shocked when I saw that. I was so shocked when I saw that pop-out notification. I first saw that pop-out notification in my YouTube studio. Yes, because I use the YouTube studio app. I saw that pop-out notification in my YouTube studio app. I was not like, Jesus Christ. If I'm a small YouTuber, I see any small, I'm sure you know that in the YouTube Studio app, you see one, is it bell icon or something? Like if you have new message or latest messages, you're going to see that bell icon, you see like a red stop there. So when I clicked on it and saw that warning, it directed me to my YouTube studio on web. And when I saw it, I was not like, Jesus Christ. I was so devastated. Like I was sad. It broke it broke my spirit, my inner me, it broke it. And I was not like, Jesus. That was actually one of the warnings I've got so far from YouTube. So it hasn't been that rosy. It hasn't been that rosy. Thank you so much, guys, for your likes. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. So this is me just sharing my YouTube experience so far here on YouTube. Yeah, so what I would say is that YouTube, hmm, YouTube, from my experience so far, making videos, learning from other people's mistakes, and all of that, I'll say that YouTube, for you to be successful on YouTube, just know what is working for others. Just know what is working for others. I'm not a YouTube coach, like YouTube growth coach. No. What I base is mainly AI tutorials and all of that. And I think as the time goes by, I'll start making tutorials. Like I do make tutorials on AI stuffs and all of that. I'm being live streaming, you get. I have so many things in stock for you guys. So you guys should stick through with me. So all I can say is that for you to grow on YouTube, you need to know what is working for others. Find people who are in your niche. Find a niche that you can easily do and you can easily relate with. You get me? Find a niche that you can easily do and easily relate with. Like me, I ventured into a niche that, okay, I can easily pass knowledge to people. I can easily pass knowledge to people. So that was why I ventured into AI tutoring niche. And before I ventured into that niche, I also found people who were already doing that kind of videos. And I said, okay, I'm still going to do this kind of video. So I think my first viral video was in June because I'm a June born. So I don't know whether that was also a factor or something, but I don't know. But my first viral video was in June, but that didn't just happen. That didn't just happen out of the blues. I re-strategized. Remember, I told you guys that I paused around May. I paused around May to re-strategize and know what is working. So when I paused, I had to start looking at what people were doing, what other people in my niche were doing. And that was how I gathered my information. And then during that June period, I just applied it, and I also thank God for that. And my video was viral. Yes, I had, I think, I think that video is up to like 7K, 7K views. So even up to now, I'm still kind of, I don't know what's happening on YouTube. Like the views are low, like the views are very, very low right now, but I'm not stopping, I'm not backing off. So what I would say is that if you're a small YouTuber, know what your audience are doing. Know what your colleagues are doing, people in your niche, just know what they are doing. If you know what they are doing, you now say, okay, you then recreate that idea in your own language, in your own understanding. Hi, is this Sildona? Hi. So you now recreate what they are doing in your own language and understanding. So that's one. Two is that if you're a small YouTuber in any niche you are, you need to make YouTube, the YouTube app, you need to make it your friend. Yes, you need to make it your friend. Guys, I'm already getting hot. You need to make it your friend. You need to make the YouTube app your friend. What do I mean is that you need to download videos. You need to download videos. You need to learn on YouTube on how to be successful. You won't say that, okay, you are making videos on YouTube and you don't download videos, you don't watch videos, you don't like, you are not educated through YouTube videos. That I can create thumbnail today, that I can write a title from ChatGPT or whatsoever AI tool I'm using, that I can do all of this today, is because I was watching multiple YouTube videos. I was watching multiple YouTube videos. So that was how I was able to actually learn all of this. So you must learn how to watch multiple YouTube videos so that you can you can be a better version of yourself. So many big YouTubers you see today, some of them didn't pay any mentor for them to mentor them or to help them out. They sat down, they took pen and paper and wrote, hi. They took pen and paper and wrote out what they need. They took pen and paper and watched videos and learned so many things. I have my own paper, like I have my own. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sildona. Thank you. Thank you. So I have my own book. Um I have my own table. Whenever I want to create my content, I usually sit on that chair and table, and so that I won't get distracted. Because if, for instance, I'm sitting on the bed, I will easily get distracted. But whenever I'm sitting on the table and chair, I don't get distracted. So if you're a small content creator or a small YouTuber, you need to learn from YouTube. Like you need to have your own book and Bible where you write down your ideas, where you write down stuffs you have learned on YouTube. You get me? So another thing is that for you to be successful, or um for you to like progress for you to progress well on YouTube, you need to know how to. So for you to progress well on YouTube, you need to be very patient with things. Yes, you need to be very patient with things. Like you started today, you don't even expect to get monetized in the next 3 months. Yes, that doesn't mean that you have to stay up to 1 year before you get monetized. No. But what I mean is that I know that everybody wants to make money out of YouTube and all of that, but You might not even be putting the enough effort, might not even be doing anything tangible, like tangible, that is very, very okay and professional. You might not be doing that, and you just expect to start seeing the views, the engagement, and all of that. It doesn't work that way. You need to be very, very patient. And also bear it in mind that YouTube, if you want to start YouTubing as a small YouTuber, just have it in mind that, okay, I'm not backing off, and I'll do this long term. So just prepare your mind for long term stuff. Just prepare your mind for long term stuff. If it's the data, if it's the data, if it is the time and all of that, prepare your mind that I'm going to do this long term. Prepare your mind that I'm not going to back off. Prepare your mind that I'm going to do it long term. You get me? So I think that's all for now. I think the next live streaming I'll be doing from now will just be tutorial, like showing you guys AI stuffs and all of that. Yes, guys. So if this live streaming was helpful, thank you so much to those who joined me. I know that others are going to join me later on, maybe when I end this live. Thank you so much to Lucy Carlo. Thank you so much to Sildona. And thank you so much to SA Finds. This SA, is this South Africa? Wow. That means I have South African fans. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much. So, guys, I think I'm going to end this live video right here. Yes, I'm going to end it right here. Thank you so much for joining my live. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.